Archangel Michael says, within the next 48 hours, a door connected to prosperity will appear before you, but only if this message reaches you now. Don't allow your blessing to pass you by. My precious child, pause your scrolling for just a moment. Take a breath. Heaven has just spoken your name. And I, Archangel Michael, have been sent with an urgent word from God, a word that cannot be delayed. Please stay with me because in the next 48 hours a sacred opening will appear. A divine opportunity tied to increase, breakthrough, and blessing. But it will only be recognized by those whose spirit is awake right now. Only by those who are seeing these words at this exact time. This is not an accident. This is not random. A spiritual clock is moving, and your name has already been connected to what is about to unfold. But if you pass by this message, you may also pass by what has been sent for you. And I could not remain silent knowing that. You're wondering what kind of blessing I'm talking about, aren't you? Let me share something that stirred even heaven. I saw your name shining in light. I watched a vault in the spiritual realm open wide. I saw provision, miracles, and movement. I saw agreements being completed. I saw someone looking at your picture with favor in their heart, saying, it's time to help them. It's time to bless them. And I saw the numbers 111 and 444 moving around you like glowing lights in the night. You may not realize it yet, but something significant is already on its way toward you. Something you've been praying about is closer than you think, but only if you don't dismiss this message. Let me ask you something. How many times have signs meant specifically for you been overlooked? How many gentle nudges from heaven did you miss because exhaustion, disappointment, or survival took all your attention? I understand. Life became heavy. People wounded you. Faith became harder to hold. But now is not the time to run anymore. God is placing a sign before you at this very moment, and you're looking directly at it. Don't set it aside. Don't leave. Don't tell yourself you'll come back later because later may not hold the same opportunity. This blessing carries timing. The door of increase is opening for those who are paying attention now. In the spirit, some doors open only briefly. And I saw one opening above your life. It appeared like a radiant golden gateway filled with signs of abundance, coins, contracts, property papers, and dreams written by hand. And within it I saw a future version of you smiling, peaceful, and finally free from the burden of lack. You were living differently. People respected you. Something you built began reaching more people than you imagined. Someone influential placed an opportunity in your hands that changed everything. And tears came to your eyes, not because of pain, but because you finally felt seen by God. That is the opening I'm talking about. That is the blessing. That is the moment. And it is nearer than you realize. I need you to understand how important this is. If you ignore it now, something meant for this week may be delayed. I'm not saying that to frighten you. I'm saying it because I know how long you've waited. I know the nights you whispered prayers while tears fell. I heard you ask, God, when will my turn come? And beloved, this is that moment. This is opportunity knocking. This is heaven standing at your door asking, please don't miss what we've prepared. What comes next may surprise you, but only if you allow this message to reach its end. Sparkles. Before we continue, if your heart is already responding, if something inside you feels stirred, that isn't random. Your spirit recognizes this moment. You were meant to hear these words today. Pause for a moment, and if you feel led, subscribe to this flow of messages because what comes next may be the very confirmation you've been asking heaven for. Stay connected so your spirit does not miss the next whisper. Sparkles. Let me tell you about these next 48 hours. There is a blessed number surrounding your breakthrough. 888, the number connected with abundance. Angels are already moving ahead of you, removing unseen barriers that have been slowing down your finances, relationships, and victories. Those who worked against you are losing access. Past mistakes are being erased through grace. And the opportunity you thought had disappeared forever is being brought back to life. But you must remain awake. Don't drift back into doubt. Don't say, "I'll believe it when I see it." Instead, remember, sometimes seeing comes after believing. Something many people never learn is that miracles often arrive quietly. They rarely announce themselves. They whisper. They hide inside moments like this one. If you're distracted, you'll miss them. But if you remain here, if you truly stay present, your future can shift through one decision. One yes to faith. One yes to believing you have not been forgotten. One yes to accepting that this message belongs to you. Because it does. I am beside you now. I have seen the scroll. Your name was shining and the time has come. But I need to warn you. Darkness does not want you to believe this. A voice of doubt may rise inside you. You may wonder if these words are really meant for you. That is resistance. That is what often appears right before breakthrough arrives. It always tries to convince people to quit at the finish line. Don't listen to it. Answer it with faith. Say, "This word is mine. This moment is mine. And I will not walk away." You've traveled too far to stop now. Let's be honest. There were times you wanted to quit because nothing seemed to change. You wondered if God had forgotten you. But what if the truth is that He was preparing something greater? You were never being punished. You were being positioned. Sometimes delays are directions. Sometimes rejection is protection. And now the preparation season is ending. Heaven has sounded the alarm. And you're hearing that call through these words. That's why I'm asking you. Don't scroll away. Don't turn your attention elsewhere. Don't say you'll return later. Because by then this opportunity may have already passed. And I'm not only talking about money. I'm talking about divine wealth. Peace that lets you rest at night. Opportunities you never expected. Sudden promotions. Hidden helpers. Unexpected gifts. A phone call that solves a problem overnight. An email that changes your circumstances completely. Someone who once overlooked you suddenly saying, "Where have you been?" And you stepping into a life so beautiful that the pain behind you feels distant. That's the kind of increase approaching you. And it begins with saying yes. And my child, when heaven asks for your yes, it often places a clear path before you so you can step toward peace, provision, and stability with faith instead of fear. My child, I see the struggle you have been facing, the stress about finances, the silent worries that stay in your heart, and the moments where you feel uncertain about what comes next. You have been asking for peace, and that answer is already on its way. You are not meant to stay stuck in fear, you are meant to walk forward with purpose, with faith, and with clear steps every day. That is why a simple system has been placed in front of you, a 30-day faith and financial breakthrough system, a path where each day brings you a focused prayer, a small financial action, and clear direction to help you move ahead. No pressure, no confusion, just steady progress toward peace and stability. If something inside you feels ready, if you are ready to change your situation, take that first step today. This could be the moment your life begins to change. You will find the link in the description, and in the comments below. Because the yes you give in faith today may be the very response heaven has been waiting to hear from you. And now, beloved, notice the calm. The quiet that follows the storm. The gentle sacred stillness wrapping around your spirit like a warm covering. It is not empty. It is filled with the presence of something holy, something that has been waiting for years to enter your life. This silence is heaven finishing its words and waiting for yours. What you speak from this moment carries weight. It creates. So speak carefully. Speak with beauty. Speak with trust. Because something changed inside you while reading these words. Layers were removed. Lies lost their power. Darkness stepped back. Hope returned. Your soul responded to a language beyond this world, the language of light. This was more than a message. It was a reflection for your soul. It reminded you of something you had forgotten. That you are not perfect, but divinely created, designed by heaven, watched over by angels, and that no matter how far you've wandered, love has always been searching for you. And tonight, grace finally reached you. Let yourself rest inside it, inside the light, inside the embrace of a God who never stopped waiting for you. You've spent so much time running, not only from pain, disappointment, and confusion, but from the peace that was searching for you. Run no longer. Rest now. Be still. Put down the weight you've been carrying. You no longer need to fight to prove your value. You are already loved. You no longer need to chase peace. It has already been sent to you. You don't have to carry everyone. You only have to be yourself. And let me remind you, you are enough. Your tears matter. Your questions are welcome before God. Your uncertainty does not remove your place in His heart. It simply means you are human. And it is within that humanity that heaven's love shines the brightest. You do not need all the answers. You are only being asked to trust, not with blind faith, but with a deep and steady heart, because everything you need, protection, direction, restoration, is already moving toward you. Archangel Michael remains here, still watching, still protecting, still speaking. Tell them, he whispers, that I will not disappear when this message ends. I am not like those who left them behind. I stay, especially in the quiet moments. His presence is your sign. His light rests upon every word. You may not see Him with your eyes, but you will recognize the evidence through your peace, through your rest, through the lighter feeling that begins to settle over the coming days, through the way circumstances begin to align without force. This is not a message meant to be forgotten. It is something to return to sit with in prayer, to revisit in stillness, to carry with you like a sword. Because this is more than a moment. It is a spiritual crossroads. And what comes after this will not resemble what came before. Not because everything around you changed, but because you did. Can you feel it? That unexpected joy beginning to rise inside you, as if something long asleep is waking again. That is your spirit remembering who it is. That is your soul standing tall once more. No more hiding. No more making yourself smaller. You were created for this season. Created to bring light where darkness exists. Created to love again, to believe again, to hope again, to truly live again. And people around you will notice. They will say something feels different about you. And you'll smile because you'll know they are right. Something holy touched your life and left its mark. Tonight before you sleep, don't pray from fear. Pray from trust. Say thank you. Say I receive. Say show me. Then be still. Listen. Watch. Expect. Heaven is still working. Archangel Michael is already moving beyond what you can see, shifting outcomes, changing paths, restoring what felt lost, healing wounds nobody knew existed. This is your sacred reset. This is your fresh beginning. This is the answer you've been waiting for. Heaven responded because you chose to believe. So rest tonight without fear, without anxiety, without doubt, because something beautiful is already making its way toward you. Your home is covered. Your soul is surrounded by light. Your path is being guarded. And your name, your precious name, has been written in golden letters upon the scroll of destiny. Heaven has not forgotten you. Heaven is only beginning with you. You are protected. You are holy. You are seen. And now you are ready. Yes, let the message continue. You have reached the deepest layer of this divine word, and what follows goes even further. This is no longer just something you read. It is your spirit coming into agreement with heaven's frequency. Let it move through you like water through dry ground. Every word ahead is meant to reach the places inside you that have been longing for healing, longing for hope, longing to feel at home again. And now, beloved, look around. Perhaps everything seems quiet. Perhaps darkness fills the room. But there is light pressing against everything you thought was gone forever. There is warmth rising around what once felt cold. Even if the world outside remains loud, within you there is something sacred unfolding, peace. Not simply silence, but the presence of stillness itself. This is what heaven feels like when it enters a room gently but intentionally, and you welcomed it in. You may notice that time feels slower. Your body may feel tired while your heart feels completely awake. That's because you are standing in a spiritual moment beyond ordinary time. The veil feels thinner now. The distance between heaven and your home has become only a whisper. You are standing at the doorway between the life you knew and the life ahead. One step forward and old burdens begin to fall away. Fear. Shame. Regret. They cannot enter what God is building for you now. Release it. Release it now. Release the need to understand every detail. Release what others did to you. Release the things you wish you could change. You've been carrying wounds that were never yours to keep. Let go of the blame you've carried against yourself. Let go of the guilt that has weighed down your spirit in the dark hours. Let go of the old belief that says you are not enough. Let it burn away. In this moment heaven is rewriting your story. You are not broken. You are becoming. You will dream again. Not only dreams in sleep, but dreams for your life. Dreams that wake you with purpose. Dreams that fill your heart with fire. Dreams that feel like prophecy wrapped in vision. And this time you will not quit. You will not stand in your own way. You will not settle for less. You will stand firm. And Archangel Michael will stand beside you. Sword raised. Wings open. Light stretching across your path. There are things hidden from you right now. Truths. Blessings. Answers. But they are rising to the surface. Slowly. Gently. Perfectly timed. A message may come. A conversation. A confirmation. At first it may seem small, but do not overlook it. That will be the beginning of your unveiling. The world may call it coincidence, but your soul will know immediately. Follow it. Trust it. Move with it. And now listen carefully because this comes directly from God's heart. You are not behind. You have not lost your destiny. What belongs to you is already finding its way back. Even now the things that seemed lost, peace, love, stability, purpose, are being called home. Archangel Michael is releasing angels of restoration, angels of return. They are gathering what belongs to you and bringing it back into your life. Do not ask how. Simply get ready to receive. When you wake tomorrow, don't search for old signs of struggle. Look for the subtle changes. The lighter energy. The deeper breath. The confidence that quietly appeared. These are signs of alignment. Do not overlook them. They are proof that the spiritual realm is responding to your faith. Don't be surprised if people begin telling you that something feels different about you, that something seems brighter. That is your light returning. You will no longer need to force doors open. The right doors will open naturally. You will no longer need to beg for love. The right hearts will recognize you. You will no longer need to make yourself smaller to fit where you've already outgrown. You are expanding. You are rising. You are becoming exactly who heaven always knew you could be. And tonight, this very night, heaven has made it official. You are no longer searching for signs. You have become the sign. You are no longer waiting for rescue. Deliverance has already begun. You are no longer asking when it will happen. It is happening now. Let this be the final page of the chapter where you doubted yourself. Let this be the opening of the story where faith became stronger than fear. Let this be the moment when every plan formed against you finally lost its power. Let this be the night heaven looked down and whispered, "Well done." You listened. You trusted. You believed. Now watch what I do next. Rest now, beloved. Let your soul breathe deeply tonight. Archangel Michael remains standing watch. Darkness has no authority here. Suffering has no right to stay. Yesterday has lost its voice. There is only light. There is only peace. There is only love surrounding you, holding you, and refusing to let go. The angels rejoice. Heaven stands open before you, and your miracle is already moving forward. And even now, as you remain in this still moment, heaven continues speaking. Every moment you stay open allows something holy to pour into your spirit. Archangel Michael has not stepped away. In truth, the more you allow these words to settle inside you, the stronger his presence becomes around you. A covering is being lifted over you. A wall of heavenly fire surrounds your home. Your doors, your windows, even the places that once carried heaviness now shine with light tonight because you chose not to pass by. You chose not to ignore. You chose to listen. And heaven honors that choice. This is the place where many people stop. They tell themselves they understand enough and move on. But you remained. You trusted. And because you remained, something uncommon is opening before you. You are not only being protected. You are being identified. A heavenly seal now rests upon your spirit. The world cannot see it, but every angel can. It declares, "This one is chosen. This one is protected. This one belongs to God." Because of that seal, life will begin to feel different. You will enter places and notice the atmosphere responding. Not because you are greater than anyone else, but because you carry heaven's presence with you now. Your words will begin carrying more authority. Your discernment will grow stronger. You will suddenly know not to visit certain places or connect with certain people. And later you will understand that unseen protection was guiding you. That is not fear. That is divine alignment. That is your angels walking ahead of you, preparing the road before you arrive. Even your dreams will begin to change. Tonight may bring the deepest rest you've had in a long time, calm and healing. Or perhaps it will bring symbols and images that seem unclear today but reveal their meaning later. Do not rush to understand everything. Simply rest in it. Trust that every moment is working for your good. The spiritual pressure that once found you during the night, the disturbing dreams, the sudden fear that pulled you from sleep, those things no longer rule here. They may try to appear, but they cannot overcome what heaven has established. Not now. Not after welcoming Archangel Michael's presence. Not after allowing heaven freedom to move throughout your life. Tonight you are surrounded by such strong protection that even darkness must step aside. And if your hands feel warm or your chest feels filled with a peaceful energy, that is the Holy Spirit resting upon you. That is confirmation. You are not imagining it. This is real. A visitation has taken place. And every visitation carries a promise. So hear the promise. Life will not return to what it once was. That hurt will not hold the same power. That fear has lost strength. That confusion is beginning to disappear. The voice that once told you that you would never succeed is becoming quieter. In its place comes peace. A gentle peace no person can steal and no darkness can touch. And the beautiful part is this. You did not have to earn it. You simply said yes. When people ask what changed in the days ahead, you may smile without knowing how to explain it. But inside, you will know. It was heaven. It was this moment. It was this night. The light in your eyes will speak for you. Heaven did not overlook you. Heaven selected you. And now that you have received this, heaven asks something simple in return. Not perfection. Not performance. Only this. Stay aware. Stay open. Stay connected. Your angels will continue speaking. Archangel Michael will continue leading. Keep your heart free from distraction. Take a few moments each day to breathe and simply say, "Speak. I'm listening." Because heaven is not finished. Tonight was awakening. Tomorrow becomes the walk. And every step forward now carries fresh meaning because you no longer travel alone. Heaven stands behind you and glory waits before you. That is the real miracle. And even now, while you continue reading, something beautiful is taking place beyond what your eyes can see. Angels are surrounding you, blessing you, securing every entrance where fear once entered. Heavenly hands are placing spiritual keys into your hands. Keys you believed were gone forever. Keys to peace. Keys to understanding. Keys to favor. And my child, when heaven places keys into your hands, it also places a simple path before you so you can use those keys with faith, clarity, and peace. My child, I see the weight you have been carrying. The quiet worries about money, the stress you rarely speak about, the nights when your mind refuses to rest. You have been praying for peace, and your prayers have been heard. You are not meant to walk this journey in confusion and fear. You are meant to walk with faith, with clarity, and with daily direction. That is why a simple path has been placed before you, a 30-day faith and financial breakthrough system. Each day you will be guided with a gentle prayer, a simple money step, and clear direction to help you regain control. Nothing overwhelming, nothing complicated. Just small faithful steps leading you toward peace and stability. If your heart feels ready, begin today. Do not delay this moment. The link is in the description and in the comments below. Because the keys heaven gives you are not only for this night, they are for the restored life you are about to walk into. Archangel Michael is smiling because he knew you would remain until the end. He knew you would stay because he sees what has always been written within your soul. Tonight that light is beginning to show itself. You may not understand everything you just experienced, but your spirit understands. That is why your body feels lighter. That is why your breathing feels easier. This is not merely emotion. This is release. A burden you did not even realize you were carrying has been removed. Now heaven has filled the silence around you, not with noise, but with presence. With light. With assurance. This was never only about tonight. It was about the life that follows. The way you will move from now on. The way you will speak with confidence instead of fear. The way you will look into the mirror and see someone restored instead of someone broken. Someone heaven refused to stop fighting for. Someone Archangel Michael longed to reach for just a few moments more because the message mattered that much. Because so much depended on it. Because you are loved that deeply. You will begin seeing divine timing everywhere. The right people. The right messages. The right opportunities. Everything falling into place like pieces finally finding where they belong. That is not luck. It is divine order. It is what happens when a soul comes into agreement with heaven. Your life begins drawing miracles instead of confusion. Doors open naturally. Things that once drained your energy become easier. You may catch yourself smiling for no reason at all. That is not chance. That is peace. You may suddenly feel drawn to pray, even if you rarely did before. A nay may appear in your heart without explanation. You may feel led to speak blessings over your home. Follow those moments. They are signs of growth. They are evidence of what happened tonight. This is not simply an emotional experience. It is a spiritual renewal. And if doubt ever tries to tell you this was not real, remember this. The light you feel cannot be manufactured. The presence you encountered did not come from this world. Something holy touched your life tonight. You felt it deep within yourself. Heaven left its mark upon your heart. In the days ahead, people may respond differently around you. Some will feel drawn closer. Others may quietly move away. Let it happen. Your spirit is different now. Your light shines differently. People will either move toward that light or step away from it. Do not chase what leaves. Do not hold tightly to what no longer belongs. What heaven has assigned to you will remain. What is not meant for you is being removed for your protection. Pay attention to your dreams. Keep something nearby to write them down. What unfolds during sleep may carry messages, visions, and insight. Your angels will communicate more clearly. Your inner knowing will become stronger than ever before. It will feel like remembering something your soul always knew but your mind had forgotten. And when that happens, give thanks. Speak your gratitude where your ears can hear it. That simple act will strengthen your connection with heaven and welcome even more guidance into the days ahead. Don't spend your energy trying to convince other people of what you've experienced. Many will not understand, and that's all right. This moment was not created for everyone. It was created for you. What God places within your spirit does not require approval from the world. Your peace will become the evidence. Your joy will become the testimony. The calm you carry will say more than words ever could. You have crossed into something new. From fear into trust. From uncertainty into understanding. From loneliness into divine closeness. This is not the ending of a message. This is the beginning of a path. A fresh season where you are no longer simply waiting for miracles. You are walking alongside them, living within them, breathing them into every part of your life. Heaven is no longer somewhere far away. It is here, in your home, in your room, in your heart, and in every step you take from now on. Archangel Michael remains near. He does not disappear when these words end. You welcomed him, and now he walks beside you. You may notice him in a sudden chill, in unexpected warmth while you pray, in the courage that fills your voice when you speak hope over someone else. That is not imagination. That is his presence. That is the protector God assigned to you. So rest peacefully tonight. Not because everything around you is perfect. Not because every challenge has vanished. But because now you know who travels beside you. And because of that, your miracle has already started. You are still here. And heaven is still here too. After every word you've read, your heart remains open. That means this was never only for your ears. It was meant to settle deep inside your soul. Some messages from heaven are not meant to be heard once and forgotten. They are meant to be carried forward. Carried into tomorrow. Carried into your relationships. Carried into every place your feet will walk from this day on. You are now carrying light. Heaven has marked you with it. Wherever you go, that light will travel with you. More than that, it will guide you. Don't rush away from this moment. Don't treat it like another passing spiritual experience. This was a turning point. One day you'll look back and say, that was the night everything shifted. Not through noise. Not through dramatic signs. But through presence. A presence that remains. A presence that stays even after the room becomes quiet. A presence that wraps around your soul and whispers, you are safe. You can rest now. Archangel Michael has already moved ahead of you. He has already addressed the things that were standing against your blessing. They no longer have permission to remain. The waiting season is ending. The refusal is ending. The obstacles are being removed. What has been delayed from you, peace, understanding, favor, love, is now moving toward you. And it is coming quickly because you finally came into agreement with it. That has always been the key. Heaven was never distant. You were simply carrying burdens that never belonged to you. Holding guilt that was never yours. Fighting wars that heaven never asked you to fight. But now you are releasing them. Now your spirit is open. And when your spirit opens, miracles no longer need to knock. They simply enter. Tomorrow will feel different. People may even notice. They may tell you that you seem lighter. They may ask what changed. They may not know why your presence feels peaceful. That is because your soul has come back into alignment with heaven. People can feel it before you even speak. You have been blessed without a ceremony. Honored without a stage. Touched by heaven without needing permission from anyone. That is what makes this moment so sacred. Not because the world witnessed it, but because God did. Now that you have received this gift, don't keep the light locked away. Share it. Offer kindness when it would be easier not to. Speak healing over those who are hurting. Pray for people who have forgotten how. You now carry something holy. A spiritual authority placed upon your life by divine choice. And if fear ever tries to return, if doubt begins whispering again, if life feels heavy once more, come back to this moment. Remember what you felt while reading these words. Remember the peace that surrounded you. That was not just emotion. That was heaven making itself known. You can call on that peace again. You can call on Archangel Michael whenever you need. Simply whisper, Michael, stand beside me. That is enough. And he will. Because now there has been a spiritual introduction. Heaven knows your name. And heaven never forgets those who belong to it. So tonight, rest with this truth. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are not damaged beyond repair. With every day, every breath, every decision, you are becoming. Becoming the healed version of yourself. Becoming the aligned version of yourself. Becoming the strong, peaceful, powerful person heaven always saw from the beginning. So rest now. Let your heart become still. Let your soul settle into this peace. You made it here. You said yes. And from this night forward, the door heaven opened in your life remains open because you are chosen. Because you carry light. Because you are loved. Good night, beloved. Heaven is watching over you. And tomorrow will not look the same. You are still here. And your spirit already understands. This was never just another message. This was a reset. A holy beginning. A moment where heaven drew a new line in your story. Heaven is no longer standing at a distance watching your life unfold. Heaven is actively moving within it. Archangel Michael is not only warning you anymore. He is walking beside you. And your home is no longer ordinary. Tonight it becomes a place touched by divine presence. That holy presence will begin reaching every part of your life. Your body. Your relationships. Your finances. Your future. You'll notice it first in small ways. A calm that greets you in the morning. A pause before reacting. A quiet inner voice leading you where you need to go. This is alignment. This is protection. This is what happens when you answer heaven's call instead of passing it by. You opened this when others kept scrolling. You stayed when others left. You listened. And now heaven is answering. Do not let darkness convince you tomorrow that this feeling was temporary. It wasn't. This shift is lasting. This awareness is real. It is your soul remembering what it always knew. That you are chosen. That angels surround you. That your home is not abandoned, not vulnerable, not spiritually empty. It is protected. It is holy. It has been marked by light. Watch carefully what follows. Some things may leave your life. That is a blessing. Some people may step away. That is also a blessing. You may begin wanting different things. Music that brings peace. Conversations that carry depth. Quiet moments instead of constant noise. Nothing is wrong with you. Heaven is making room. You asked for peace and God is creating space for it. You asked for clarity and Archangel Michael is preparing the road ahead of you. And don't be surprised if someone tells you over the next few days that you seem different. It won't be because of what you're wearing. It won't be because of any change in your appearance. It will be because of your spirit. You'll be carrying something fresh now, a peace, a confidence, a grace. They may not know how to describe it, but you will. You'll remember this night. You'll remember that quiet moment when you opened your heart and heaven began covering you with its presence like light, like comfort, like a safety your soul had been searching for. And when loneliness tries to visit again, because there may still be moments like that, return to these words. Return and remember that heaven never walked away. Your angels are not limited by time. Archangel Michael is not someone who comes and goes. He remains a sign of God's care over your life. And when the noise of the world rises again, when fear tries to return, when old shadows attempt to steal your peace, stand firm and say, I am chosen. I have been touched by heaven. My home is protected. Darkness has no authority here. I belong to the Most High. Angels walk with me. Because they always have. Even when you felt forgotten, you never were. Your journey is only beginning. Your heart is being made whole. Heaven is speaking your name tonight. And the impact of your yes, of your decision to stay and listen, will reach farther than you realize. It will touch your family, your future generations, your friends, even people who never believed in spiritual things. They'll notice a difference around you. They'll say, it feels peaceful here. And they won't even know why. They won't know it's because of what happened tonight, because of your willingness to receive. So rest now, child of light. Rest without fear. Rest beneath the care of angels. Rest knowing God has written your name across this night with love, grace, and holy fire. No force of darkness can reverse it. The covering is set. The protection stands. The miracle has already started. And you are prepared. Let your eyes grow heavy. Let your spirit become still. Let your soul rise higher. You are loved beyond what words can explain, protected beyond what logic can understand, and chosen without conditions. Heaven watches over you. Michael remains on guard. And you, beloved, remain in the light. Even now heaven is watching closely because you stayed. You kept reading. You kept listening. You opened your heart. And while the world continues moving around you, something inside you paused long enough to hear, to feel, and to remember who you truly are. Heaven celebrates that. The angels rejoice not when someone never struggles, but when someone who is tired decides to stand up one more time. That is what you've done tonight. And beloved, it matters more than you know. If you could see what is being recorded in the Spirit because of this moment, if you could see the page of your life that heaven has just written on, you would understand. This is the night things shifted. Others may never know. Others may never see it. But the angels know. God knows. And that is enough. For so long you've searched for confirmation in people, in signs, in strangers. But this was different. This was God speaking directly to your heart. Honest, personal, and real. No one can take that away from you. And if your heart still hurts for someone who has gone on before you, someone in heaven, hear this clearly. They know you are here. They know you heard these words. They know you are trying. And they are proud of you. That ache you feel isn't only grief. It is connection. Love does not end when life on earth ends. Love that deep changes form, but it never disappears. And even now they are near you in spirit, standing in light, whispering, keep going. I see you. You're doing better than you think. You may notice them tonight. Maybe through a chill, a warm feeling on your shoulder, a feather, a scent, or a song arriving at the perfect moment. Those things are not accidents. They are reminders of love from heaven. And Archangel Michael is helping those reminders reach you more clearly tonight than before. Because your soul needed reassurance. Because heaven knew you needed to remember that you are still loved, still guided, and still remembered. And as you prepare to sleep, your mind may try to bring fear back. It may ask, what if this doesn't last? Or, what if nothing changes? And heaven answers, it already has. The moment you said yes, something shifted inside your spirit. A wave moved through eternity. Alignment began. Even if you cannot see the harvest yet, the roots are already growing underneath the surface. Your miracle has already started. So don't force it. Don't try to manage every detail. Don't try to prove anything. Just rest. Trust. Breathe. Let the angels continue their work. Let Archangel Michael do what he has been waiting to do. Protect you. Comfort you. Walk beside you. Speak gently to your spirit. If your dreams feel more vivid tonight, if you hear a soft voice in a vision, if you wake up with a feeling that something holy happened, trust it. That's what angelic presence does. It changes things quietly, gently, and permanently. Tomorrow the world may appear the same, but you won't. You'll think differently. You'll move differently. You'll respond differently. That's what healing in the spirit looks like. You begin living in agreement with heaven instead of reacting to everything around you. You begin expecting good things. You begin protecting your peace. You begin understanding that you do not need to explain your growth to those who refuse to grow. And most importantly, your light begins returning. That glow life tried to take from you is coming back. The brightness in your eyes, the strength in your voice, the hope for your future, all of it is returning little by little, step by step, choice by choice. And tonight was one of the strongest choices you've made. Heaven will honor it. God will honor it. The angels are already surrounding your home like walls of light. No nightmare, no draining energy, no curse, no darkness can enter what has been sealed tonight. Your home is marked. Your resting place is sacred. Your heart is guarded. Your purpose has been awakened again. You may feel led to share this message. That's okay. But remember, not everyone is ready to understand. Some things are not meant to be explained. They are meant to be experienced. So before you share, sit with it. Become the evidence. Let your peace speak. Let your healing speak. Let your light speak. Let people ask what changed. And when they ask, you'll smile and simply say, I received a message from God, and everything began to change. You listened. You believed. You stayed. And now freedom has begun. Archangel Michael remains near you in the days ahead. You may not always feel him, but he is there. Watching. Protecting. Guiding. And if life becomes noisy again, if fear returns, come back to these words. Read them again. Let them remind you of this night. Let them reconnect your spirit to heaven's light. Because once heaven speaks, the words remain. Once angels arrive, they do not leave empty-handed. Once God touches a life, something inside that life stays awake forever. So sleep peacefully, beloved child. Heaven is close. All is well. Yes, beloved, we are still here. And that matters more than you realize. Because every moment you remain in this sacred space, your spirit grows clearer, stronger, and more connected to everything heaven has been preparing to pour into your life. Archangel Michael has not stepped away from you for even a second. He is still near, still watching, still protecting, still standing guard over your path. The angels connected to your journey have been celebrating every time your heart quietly says, maybe this is true. Maybe this is really happening. And beloved, it is true. It is more real than the noise around you. More real than the fears that try to hold you back. More real than anything that has ever tried to convince you that you are less than what God created you to be. You are not falling apart. You are being made new. The version of you that only knew how to survive is slowly fading into the background. And the version of you that was created to flourish is stepping forward. Tonight is the start of that change. It does not matter what the mirror reflects. It does not matter what others have spoken over your life. What matters is what heaven says. And heaven calls you chosen. Heaven calls you protected. Heaven calls you its own. You cannot imagine how many prayers have surrounded your life. Some came from your own heart. Others came from people who loved you and now stand in the spiritual realm, still speaking your name with love and light. A divine covering has rested on your life since the day you entered this world. There were storms you were never supposed to survive. There were heartbreaks that should have broken you completely. Yet you came through because angels intervened, because grace surrounded you, because your purpose is too precious to be lost. And tonight that purpose is being awakened again. That flame that pain tried to dim is burning brighter now. Can you feel it? A warmth settling inside your chest. A stillness entering your mind. A holy breath gently saying, keep moving forward. We are not finished yet. That whisper is the Spirit speaking. That feeling is the peace only heaven can give. And you do not have to earn it. You only need to receive it. Release the need to understand every step ahead. Release the pressure to solve everything at once. Simply rest here. Trust that something sacred is being woven into your life one thread at a time, one breath at a time, and it is already taking shape. Even if your eyes cannot see it, your soul already recognizes it. Your dreams will begin changing. Fear will start losing its grip. A strange feeling of safety will settle over you. And when tomorrow arrives, the world around you may seem unchanged, but you will be different because your spirit is awake now. You are covered in light now. You will begin seeing small signs of divine alignment. Someone will come to mind and suddenly reach out. A song will play that speaks directly to what you feel. You'll step into a room and feel a burden leave you. These are not accidents. These are confirmations. They are heaven walking beside you into what comes next. You are becoming the person you always sensed was inside you, the person you were afraid to fully become. Stronger, gentler, brighter, more trusting, more free. And Archangel Michael will continue walking beside you through every choice, every meeting, every conversation. That voice that once told you that you were not enough is losing its strength. That lie that claimed you were too damaged is fading away because truth is taking its place. And truth says you are divine. You were never forgotten. You were never unseen. Heaven witnessed every moment you hid your tears so others would think you were strong. Heaven gathered every tear that fell when no one else was there. And heaven waited patiently until you were ready. And tonight, beloved, you are. Take one final deep breath. Breathe in light. Breathe out fear. Breathe in love. Breathe out shame. Breathe in peace. Breathe out pressure. Then say it again with your whole heart. I receive. I surrender. I am protected. I am chosen. I am light. These words are keys. They open something unseen yet powerful. They open doors for miracles to enter your home and your future. Do not be surprised if something changes tonight. A dream. A message. A sudden understanding. That is only the beginning. It is the harvest of what heaven has been growing within you for years. Walk into tomorrow not wondering if you are protected, but knowing that you are. You are loved not because of what you have achieved, but because of who you are. A child of light, watched over by heaven, fully known and forever worthy. Rest now in peace. Sleep knowing angels surround your room. Wake knowing your purpose has come alive once more. This was never only a message. This was your miracle. My child, we run entirely on viewer support. If you'd like to help keep this mission and these messages reaching more hearts, you can support us with a coffee through the link in the description. God bless you.